Whew. Alright. What's good? What's good? What is up, everyone? Hello. Hi there. We are back with episode number 21 with the lightning round. I am, of course, your host, Riding the Phantoms here. What is up, everyone? For people that don't know what this is all about, so for me, I like to do this little talk show here that we call the lightning round, that we take one particular day out of our week we sit down, we decompress, and we talk about some stuff that is in our mind, particularly either in my mind or for anyone else's point of view that have stuff that they want to talk about. And for me, of course, we have some very interesting topics that we want to bring to one another here today. But aside from that, first things first, I hope everyone has had themselves a good day. I hope everyone has been doing great because of for me, I've not been able to really chat or interact with a lot of people. Really, if I had to say, ever since this job really started for me, I have not been able to do as much chatting as I usually would. So it wouldn't surprise me if you guys catch it on the Gilded server or pretty much or any discourse that I'm in that you don't see a lot of me there, a lot of me on there. That's because like while I love the job I'm in, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the job I'm in. It's been absolutely great. I've been having a good time. I've been enjoying it. But while it's been great, it's of course the after effects of coming from the job. Whereas for me, I eat for a little bit, I get some water or get some juice, and then after that, I want to take a nap. And it turns out for me having a nap, no more than over 3 hours, then I overslept. But other than that, it's been relatively good for me to, and I've been really enjoying this job. For Omega, how you doing? You said it's been a chill day for you, both metaphorically and literally. Oh God. Well, stay safe, bro. Stay safe. I understand for a lot of people it can get rather cold out there, and of course for some people's weathers they don't have to worry about that all too much. What I think I need to do, honestly, when I'm done with Lightning Round tonight, is I need to take some time out to DM a couple people, ask if they're okay, ask how they're doing, do some checkups on them because I haven't really been able to chatted up with them in quite some time, and honestly, and this is even before I even got the job, I haven't been able to chat with them for quite some time. But other than that, for everybody, I hope you're doing great, you're doing okay. I'm gonna tell you how much time this is really taking a lot out of me. Since now we have this opportunity to really sit down and chat with one another, see to see what's up. So this is what I want to show y'all real quick, right? Y'all remember when I started promoting out my little Etsy, right? I'm sure y'all remember that. I started promoting out my Etsy shop. I honestly have not been able to get the chance to work on it. Like I haven't been able to get the chance to work on it almost at all. So let me see. I should be able to find it. It should not be hard. There you go. I thought I had clicked it already. Oh, right. Okay, that's what it did. Okay. Hold on. I forgot with OBS they create another tab. So, that's what they do. They create another tab, so I'm going to show y'all real quick. Jesus, that's a lot. But yeah, this is what I want to show you. As you can see, I've barely been able to really work on it as much because of this whole opportunity, because this whole job opportunity thing. But hopefully, now, because I'll have tomorrow I'll be off. Hopefully, I'll be able to work on it just a little bit more. I will see for sure. Either if not, then I'll be sure to work on it. Maybe even next week because we get money coming in next week. So hopefully, I'll be able to take some time out to do that. But today's little topics, of course, that we need to talk about today is the following. We need to talk about the NFL. Again, we need to talk about Week 12 of the National Football League and some of the interesting stories that came from Week 12. We need to talk about NFTs and what the fuck is going on with that because apparently people don't seem to really understand what's going on with all that, so we need to talk about NFTs. And last but not least, we need to talk about gaming backlog, which is going to be a very, very, very interesting topic for a few people that are some gamers, some true gamers in every sense of the word, where you just have so many games that you can't even get to it all, and I want to know how does that affect your mood. So as usual, of course, NFL stuff, because of how long it is, that's going to come last. We're going to talk about the first two things because I have a feeling the first two things are not going to take as long as, of course, us talking about NFL games. So, Masa, how you doing? So, the first thing on my mind, of course, I need to really address and talk about is, of course, the NFTs. You know what I mean? We need to have this chat about these NFTs. So, quick question. Has anyone been on Twitter lately and have seen this whole NFT show thing that has been going around? Has anyone checked that out? It's cold. It's cold where you're at in Houston? Wow. But yeah, has anyone really taken that time to sit down and like seen that shit? And they're fucking stupid, you know. That's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking. And it makes me want to have this question, okay? Because we have been seeing this go around a lot lately, and it feels like not a lot of people, let alone companies, really truly understand the impact of what NFTs are really doing to hurt people. Like, we're not even going to talk about the environment for a minute. Like, we're not even going to talk about that. We already know that has a big impact on the environment. We're going to talk about how it affects people. And while I want to talk about how it affects people, I also need to ask this quick question for everyone involved in this is, why are people led to believe that, why are people, let alone companies, some people or some companies, they're led to believe that NFTs are a good thing? I don't understand this little thing where, and I understand it, I understand this in particular. Some companies, they're hopping on this NFT train because it's just that. It's really just a little train that they're going to do to try to get more and more and more and more money out of you. But it feels like with specific companies, they don't understand the downsides of doing all of this. Like, I understand it if it came from EA, which they are gonna do this because EA gives no fucks. We all knew that coming a mile away that they were gonna do this whole NFT gaming shit. What I didn't expect was companies like Macy's that are sitting up there trying to do this whole NFT shit. Now here's the deal. I understand that people were sitting up there and they were saying, "Oh, okay, they're doing NFTs just for the whole Make-A-Wish thing." Here's my question for that. What stopped the Macy's from doing Make-A-Wish stuff before the NFTs came in? So let me get this straight. Like, you're gonna hurt other humans and hurt the environment to do Make-A-Wish donations. I wonder when is it that people are going to wake up and understand that these are not good things that are coming? How did this whole situation NFTs even start anyway? From what I remember, I'm going to be honest with you. This is how I remember NFTs starting. Truth be told, it's actually been around. It's been around. It's been around for years. It's just now all of a sudden it's just lifting off. But how it started for me was I saw Sega starting to implement these NFTs. And I believe we talked about it a couple episodes back, maybe around episode 17, 16, or 15, somewhere around that. And we talked about this shit and we was like, yo, what the fuck are they doing? But now it's transitioned from Sega to all of a sudden a lot of companies. And I don't understand this. And see, Moss is like, damn, that's crazy. I just saw like 6 NFT pictures and now I'm a millionaire. See, and this is what I don't get though. Let me tell you what one of the prime examples right now of how bad these NFTs are going to get. I saw this up as a tweet earlier, right? Where a person has some artwork. I'm sorry, not artwork. A dead person has some artwork, right? And apparently that dead person's artwork is being profited off of through NFTs. Like, that right there is prime example number one. Artists. Take Masa for an example, who's an artist. Because he posts good art. Someone at a moment's notice can sit up there, take his artwork from Twitter, post that shit up as an NFT. They make millions of dollars. Then the next person will make even more millions of dollars, while Masa sits up there and doesn't make a dime. That right there is prime example number one of how bad these NFTs are, because they hurt small artists, better yet artists in general, that is trying to make a living, that is not giving away any of this art that they do for free. But this is what the fuck y'all gonna resort to. It's bad enough that we already got art theft going along on Twitter, better yet anywhere else, but to make art theft, they basically are legalizing art theft to that much of an extent. To the point where people could be like, you know what? I'm just going to take your artwork here, turn it into an NFT. And you can't do a damn thing about it. How does it feel to make an artwork that you put time into, very, very hard time into, for you to sit up there and be like, oh, okay, this whole NFT shit is cool with me. Let me just post this up as one, while somebody else that bought said artwork and reposted again, and they make more money than you, and they didn't do a damn thing aside from buy at the original price. You know how heated I would be? And you can't do shit about it. So, now while I just explained that with the horrors that come with NFTs, why is it that companies are still resorting to doing this? Why, like, no, real shit. Honest to God question, because honestly, this has been racking my brain around for months now, and I still don't fucking get it. Now, I understand it for specific companies, you know, they're going to do it for greed. They're going to do it for as much money as they can, but I just don't get that. Especially since I can sit up there and I could just do some shit like this, like take this picture of Dawn here from Pokemon. I could just be like, right click, save, and then go ahead and repost it. Or better yet, just keep it. So, I don't know, guys. Maybe you guys will have to help me here. If you guys can, you'll have to help me here. Why do companies do this? Like, why is there an NFT, like, TV show? I don't get this shit. Like, hold up. Let me see if I can find this. Through, I'm seeing people clowning this shit. Talking about, like, look at the top comment here. If you guys can. Just look at the top comment. If you guys can read it. If not, I'll read it all for you. It says this: Overwatch porn animations are better than whatever the hell this is. I mean, in fairness, they're not wrong. They're not wrong. I have seen not safe for work art look way better than this, with a lot more love put into the not safe for work art, with a lot more passion put into it, that makes people be like, you know what? Let me go ahead and buy this. Let me go ahead and actually commission this artist. Like, And the thing is, though, like, we see all this. We know all this is happening. Why are people still doing this? I'm going to go to the quote retweets. I'm not even going to go to the actual shit. Like, oh my fucking God, bro. And the crazy thing is, though, we'll talk about this again. I want y'all to understand this, the shittiness that comes with this. Is for some people, if you still have this, I want y'all to keep keep your eyes out, keep your eyes open and your ears open. Fucking Discord almost ran into this trap. Discord almost walked right into this trap. They almost walked right in and be like, you know what? Let's go ahead and start putting NFTs on our program. I guess for me, this is gonna be a constant question that I don't really get here. Is like, is why y'all walking right into this shit and y'all know damn well it doesn't take long to look up a little bit of information on how these NFTs work, how bad are they. Now there might come some good out of it, such as you probably making a little bit more money than you should if you put it out originally, but then you see how much the cons are going to outweigh the pros in this case. He said, you're not the best artist, but even my art looks better. Dude, a lot of people's art that I see looks a hell of a lot better than this. And I'm not one that's going to sit up here and criticize artists. I don't criticize artists at all for what they do. But I've seen a lot better than what would be posted, up on here. Aside from that, guys, all I gotta say is this. For me personally, I don't know about you guys, but anytime I see NFT shit up on Twitter, I just immediately block it and be done with it. It's just another situation where people, they just sit up there, they just scam one. That's what I feel like it really is. It's just another thing that people can use to scam one another. I mean, I've seen this enough as it is, where motherfuckers, they get on Discord and be like, yo, let me go ahead and have Discord Nitro. And, or whatever it is, and only to find out that's really a scam to get your information, your email and your passwords. Then they start spreading this shit all over the place. In my opinion, no, Discord Nitro is a scam, period. But, that's subjective for a lot of people. They made the canceled show Secret Mountain Fort Awesome look good. I don't even know what that is, but I'm almost afraid to look it up and find out, my man. But yeah, all I gotta say is this, guys. Please, whatever you do, artists, there's plenty of ways to go about getting your money. There's plenty of ways to go about getting your getting your rep up and doing what you do. And I'm sorry that Twitter, for a lot of people, because of this whole NFT shit, it locked off a good portion of this, because I know, like what Masa said, he stopped posting art because of this, and I don't blame him, because like I just said, at a moment's notice, somebody can swoop right in, take your art, and be like, oh, here you go, let me go and sell this for such and such, and he makes nothing off of it. And I don't want to see that coming from an amazing guy like him, because he puts in a lot of hard work from with what he does. But it's why I don't blame specific artists that don't post on Twitter anymore, let alone post anywhere. They just post wherever they feel comfortable posting at, and I'm all for it. I'm with it. So, and the sad part is, we like, the thing that I really hate the most about this is I see this with specific sports teams that are adopting this NFT shit, and that's where it's really getting on my goddamn nerves. Like, the Philadelphia 76ers is one of those teams. That's why I barely even talk, let alone tweet about them. The only reason why I even would in the first place is because of the fact that they're from Philly. You know, of course I'm going to talk about them here and there. But I don't talk about them as much because they sit up there and they fully adopt this shit. Like, this is one of the basketball players right now on the team that basically... Now, it doesn't show here as a... Well, never mind. It shows right here that he's all about this shit. Of course, the whole team is all about this shit. In fact, as you see right here, he all about this shit. He was all about it, and a couple of the other players all about it. And then you wonder why I don't really tweet about them, let alone care. I understand a lot of people are gonna be like, well, you know, you're severely having to limit yourself if you're out here just blocking, getting rid of all these people. Bro, the reason why I'm doing it is because y'all don't fucking do y'all information. Y'all don't legit sit down and just dig up the downsides that come with this shit. Y'all just run with it because it's the new fad. Well, I wonder, here's my question. When is this fad shit with NFTs is gonna go away? The thing is, though, we don't really know. That's the fucked up part. We don't really know when this whole NFT crusade is going to go away with a lot of people. But I hope that when it does go away, that the companies or the people that sat up there and they fully embraced this whole thing, that honestly, they low-key suffer for it because you do a lot more harm than good with you having to adopt this shit. That's how I feel. And no, I'm not taking that back. Yeah, that's essentially what this person just said. It's money laundering. That's the perfect way to describe that. It's money laundering. Money laundering with art, money laundering with products. I mean, damn, man. Honestly, it's not going to surprise me if motherfuckers start doing the NFTs on consoles. Sound wild, but hey, look, this is the internet. We've seen a lot of wild shit happen the past few years. It's not a stretch to believe that shit like that wouldn't happen. No, here's the deal, Mega. They can earn money the hard way. They can earn money the legit way. But since seeing as this whole thing has been taking off, they're just going to be like, you know what, fuck it. Let's hop right in. You know, let's see the goods that come with it and not give a fuck about whatever downsides come with it. This is why I fuck with specific artists such as Merriweather. I'm going to see if I could look this person up. I absolutely love their comics that they set up there and they do. Merriweatherly, I absolutely love this person's comics. And even this person was out here to be like, nah, bro, I don't fuck with this shit. Like, in art form we already have this. This should tell you enough. I'll make millions of dollars. Behold, my $1 million NFT art. And then excuse me, you like, yes, you want to buy it? Not really, I'm just going to screenshot that shit. You criminal just stole my NFT. Police, this guy right-click saved my NFT. What do you mean this is an emergency? That's why I love people like that. And I also love this comment too. Because even this person, they'll be like, look, man, I can easily make much more money by not doing this shit than I would if I do. And have it stolen from me, and this is, you know, it ain't happening. Oh, wow. Well, apparently that's some more news. I didn't know about that. Apparently, if anybody is still on Trovo, apparently Trovo is leaving beta. I didn't know that. But that's a good thing, though. I'm happy it is leaving beta. So, congrats to him. Well, seeing as I am restreaming this on Trovo as well, again, congrats to everybody that's still on the platform. You understand that your website's about to finally leave beta after being around for like a couple years or so. So, congrats to you. other than that, that's all I really got to talk about when it goes. Yes, that is. By the way, that is a Halo Spartan. I'll just go ahead and zoom right in. That's a Halo Reach Spartan, actually. I could tell from the armor details and all that stuff like that. But aside from that, because I'm done talking about NFTs for now, I just hope that companies sooner or later start to wise up and understand this is not a good idea. I understand for Sega, they're way gone. Sega's way gone. Sega's already starting to adopt the whole NFT shit going along. Like, y'all making y'all legacy look more and more shitty as the day go by. Discord was damn near close to do the same thing. Honestly, they still might because they paused operations on it. For now, they paused. That don't mean they will not turn the fuck around and sit up here and run with it as we speak. They paused it because of negative feedback, but they could be like, you know what, fuck it, fuck what they say and still run it. So again, keep your eyes and ears out for that. But for now, I do want to talk about one other thing that is on my mind that of course we need to talk about is of course gaming backlog. Let's chat about this, shall we? Gaming backlog. So what do I mean by this, right? Let me put it like this. I'm sure there's a lot of us right now that have a lot of games we have been looking to play in our time, but we haven't necessarily been looking to get to it. Either because we're stuck on a few games or we just don't have the time for it. So my question for you guys, though, right? I'm sure a good portion of y'all have this gaming backlog in your mind. So what is it that comes to your mind when you have a gaming backlog? Let's start with that. Now, for me, if y'all want to know my answer on how it is with having a gaming backlog, honestly, in a way, it kind of sucks, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I have a massive portion of games that I want to stream to you guys and show you guys. But here's the deal. Also, by the way, Educart, welcome. By the way, I know if I sit up there and I start to stream, let alone play those games, I know for you guys, you're going to be like, yo, what fucking path are we doing with gaming right now? Like, what are we doing? I mean, at first we're playing this game. Then we're playing that game. Then we're playing this game the next week. Then we're playing that game the next week. It gets overwhelming, to say the least. Like, 1 minute I can sit up here, and this is going to happen tomorrow. 1 minute I can sit up here, I can play Devil May Cry. And then the next week, I'll be like, no, we're not going to play Devil May Cry. We're going to go play Tales of Vesper or some shit like that, which is a game I have that I still want to get into. And yeah, Omega, it's essentially what you just said right there. It's really just laziness. It's a lot of laziness. Like, right now, I have Tekken 7, right? And Masa has been trying his damnness, at least in some points when I bought it. He tried his damnness to get me on Tekken 7. But I just would not touch the game. I would not touch the game. And on top of that, I wouldn't even touch, say, recently y'all wanted to get me on Soul Calibur. I feel like if I bought Soul Calibur, I wouldn't play it. Not because it's a bad game, but because I know I have so many other games I want to play that I haven't been able to sit down and get my fill of set game out of the way. Which really fucking sucks. Like, there's games I've definitely bought that I really liked initially, but then after a while it's like, yo, I can't play it for a longer period of time. Like, take Gravity Rush. I absolutely love Gravity Rush. For people that don't know what the artwork of Gravity Rush is like, or let alone the characters, let me go ahead and show y'all. This is one of the main characters of the game right here, which is Cat. I absolutely love Cat from Gravity Rush. If possible, I would love more. I would love to play the game more And hopefully one day I will. This is Gravity Rush right here in gameplay wise. I would love to play this game. This is just me showing y'all. Now, for anyone that don't know, Gravity Rush used to be on the PSP, but then they ported it over to the PlayStation. I think PlayStation Vita. I'm sorry, it was on PlayStation Vita, and then they transferred it over to the PlayStation 4. And now I can play it on my PS5 with no problem. But yeah, I absolutely love Gravity Rush. And I would love to actually sit down and take the time to really play that game. But it's because of my gaming backlog and because of what I love to currently play, it's why I sadly cannot get into it. I still haven't even touched Gravity Rush 2 yet. I'm only going about it by chronological order. I'm playing the first one and the second one. In my opinion, fighting games are more for non-streaming games. In some cases, yeah, there's some games that can get away with that for non-streaming games. But for me, games like, I don't know. I personally feel like I might have a blast playing games like Tekken or Soul Calibur just as a casual, just to chill out and play the game. And actually get my ass kicked while trying to learn it. I don't mind having to do that. I mean, shit, I stream Dragon Ball FighterZ for fuck's sakes. If I can do that, I'm pretty sure I can play Tekken 7 with no problem. A lot of games in my backlog were console games, and I absolutely refuse to play my PS4. And I understand that for sure, Masa. I have the, yeah. Jesus, I have the brain rot. It's all good, bro. Don't sweat that. That's one of my favorite games of all time. Hey, bro, look, for sure, man. Gravity Rush isn't getting a third because Studio Japan shut down. Honestly, Masa, I'm okay with Gravity Rush not getting a third game, which is wild to say. But I'm okay with it because I love the way how the games are. I love the way how the game is game as it is. I love it the way how it is now. Now, maybe one day it may or may not come back. We don't know. But specific games, honestly, I feel like they're okay with not needing a third. Just 2 was enough. Well, you sure have fun with Choco Bound when it comes to Smash. Yeah, right, because Smash is one of those games we could just casually sit down and just chill and have some fun with. Now, I don't think that would be the case, say, if I was playing Tekken. I don't think that would be the case if I was playing Tekken. I don't think that would be the case if it was that, or if I was playing, say, Soul Calibur or some shit like that. I don't think that would really be the case, to say the least. I think I might be trying to take it a little bit more seriously. You said no new Gravity Rush, no new Ape Escape, Freedom Wars is getting shut down. Sheesh, this sounds like some mobile games. This is like some long-term mobile games that are just getting shut off, which is a damn shame. Us Mega Man fans are just grasping at straws waiting for Mega Man not to happen. Now that's on Capcom. And they know damn well they can do that, but they're fucking lazy to the point where they don't want to. That's on Capcom. They know damn well they know better. They know better than that. But Choco, if you don't know what we're talking about a gaming backlog here. What are your mood comes when it feels like you have a lot of games that you want to play, but you can't necessarily get into. And of course, I mentioned you when we brought up Smash, but yeah, that's when for us, we're talking about gaming backlog. Freedom Wars is a Vita game. Soul Sacrifice is getting its server shut down too. Damn, why are all these servers getting shut down? I don't understand that. Yeah, at least you got Mega Man 11. Yeah. But for me, having a massive gaming backlog, it is absolutely a shame. I mean, hell, let me go ahead and hit y'all real quick with this little gaming case here. I have a lot of gaming cases here that stems from PS4 games, Xbox 360 games, Xbox games, and of course the PS3 games I recently bought. So let me show y'all. I mean, I know a couple of them y'all already know because I play them. Of course, I have sports games like NCAA 06 here. I have, let me see. I have All Pro Football 2K8 here. I have that, which is pretty damn fun of a football game. Like if you guys heard of NFL 2K5, then yeah, that's NFL. That's essentially that. That's All Pro Football 2K. Just had terrible commercials, so to speak. I have Dirty Week 12 here. You know what I mean? Truth be told, one day, maybe it depends on how you guys see it, but one day I want to actually take the time to sit down and stream a wrestling game with you guys, because I know this for a fact. Wrestling games can be fun as hell. Wrestling games are fun as hell. Whether it's Nintendo 64, with No Mercy or WCW, or whether it's with other games like, SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, SmackDown No Mercy, or maybe even these games, the WWE 2K games. So some of them are pretty fun in their own right. And WWE 12 for me is one of them when it goes to like a universe mode. I usually have a lot of fun having to sit up there and do the universe mode to see what the fuck happens with that. Of course, for what you guys see, I have some PS3 games. I have Killzone 2. Hey, got Killzone 2 here. I have that one. I have Ratchet and Clank. This one's Ratchet and Clank Future, a Crack in Time. I definitely will always want to sit up there and stream that game. Some games for me, I'm going to let y'all know, these type of games, you wouldn't expect to hear much out of me. You wouldn't expect to see much commentary out of me because I've actually never played through these games before. So, it's because I haven't, it's why you usually wouldn't hear me talk as much. Because I want to enjoy the story like how you guys want to enjoy the story too. But I'll still make my little quips here and there, as usual. And, of course, I have the amazing and the legendary racing game that I still love to this day dear in my heart. Need for Speed Most Wanted. Now, good luck searching for this game on eBay. I don't know. I have to take a look at the price. But the minute I bought this game again, I'm like, yeah, I need to keep Need for Speed Most Wanted, bro. That shit ain't going anywhere. He says Sonic Riders. Motherfucker, I have zero gravity. In fact, speaking of that, let me go and find my zero gravity. I should have it somewhere here. I should have it. Here it is right here. Yeah, I still got my zero gravity right here, motherfucker. Even though my Wii is gone. I still had to keep zero gravity. I still had to keep that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Both of them are good. Yeah, both of them are really good. But he's talking about, but I know which one Masa talking about. He's talking about the first one. Now, I understand why some people did not like Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, because they really hated the whole gravity aspect of it, because they felt like for them that wasn't real racing. And I understand that. I get that for sure. But hey, I'd rather them not like that for that than them sitting up there and hating, talking about Sonic Free Riders. Now, thank God I'll never buy that game ever in existence. If only it was possible to play that game without the Kinect. If that would have been a thing, then we'll probably be talking about Sonic Free Riders a little bit more differently. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forget I had this game. They ought to play Kinetic if they want to talk about gravity aspect. Oh my god. But I have this game here. And honestly, you guys can thank Stormy Rise for this game. Yup, Tokiden 2. You guys can thank Stormy Rise for this game. I've not been able to really sit down and really play the game like that. Better yet, at all. But Stormy did get me on the game. I'm like, you know what? I need to sit up there and actually sit down and try out the game. So maybe one day in time I will. And of course, I have Killzone 3. It's really long. That's fine though, because guess what? Ain't Monster Hunter long? Ain't Monster Hunter long. You said it's PlayStation only. Choco, you can get it for Steam. Let me see if I can look it up. You can get it for Steam. Now, for Bao, in his case, sadly, Bao cannot play the game at all. But if he was here, and I'm sorry to mention that to him because he only plays strictly on Xbox and Switch. But, yeah, you can get the game here on Steam. But the sad part is, though, why the fuck is the game $60? That's the sad part. Like, damn, bro, you better be damn solid if you're going to sit up here and be like, yeah, I'm going to keep this shit for $60 when I got mine for way cheaper than that. That's where I kind of got a problem with that. Monster Hunter looks like a demo in comparison to Tokiden 2. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. And of course, I still have more Ratchet and Clank. This time, I got Tools of Destruction. I have the Future one and the Tools of Destruction one. I can't get the Quest for Booty one because for some reason, Quest for Booty is way too fucking expensive. I can get it if I sit up there and I get on my PS3 and then just, because, you know how I got it. And that's how I was able to play Blister League 2. So there you go. I wasn't gonna buy the game no other way. Other than that, I have a lot of games. Like y'all seeing this right here through just my gaming keys. You never had an interest in Ratchet and Clank? Why is that? That's interesting. Why is it you never had interest in it? I understand for some people why they wouldn't. Mostly because I was never introduced to the franchise as a kid. Damn, bro. Now, if it's going to take me to introduce you to the franchise, I will do that. Oh, likewise with Banjo? Yo. Honestly, now that you... God, I wish I had done this. You're making me want to sit up there and play Conker's Bad Fur Day. That's another game I need to sit back and actually play as a retro. There's definitely a ton of games that are retros that I really want to sit down and play with y'all, and y'all can see the amount of fun that's on my face, or better, y'all can understand. May even like some of those games that I would play. I didn't play Banjo, Ratchet and Clank, most Mario games. What Mario games did you play? Yo, another thing, truth be told, I have never played Mario Galaxy, but I need to. I've never played Mario Galaxy, though. I wish I had, but I didn't. Now, I know there was the whole Switch situation that happened with Mario Galaxy, but I'm not going to stress over that because I know there are other ways I could just go sit up there and play it. You play Super Mario World 3 on Game Boy and that's it? Oh, and 64? That's fine, though. 64 Mario shit. Honestly, Monster, I hope one day, whenever you come back to streaming, I would love to see you play that. If you can play it. Through an emulator. Of course, I got my old football games here. Y'all already know that. I still got my Madden 10 and my NCAA 10, of course. I would say this, if you're a sports fan. If you're a sports fan, get those two games. Get NCAA 10 and NCAA 10 and Madden 10, because those are the last two games where you can sit up there. And honestly, at the time, I loved this when it went to Madden games and EA Sports games at the time. When you had this game, when you had NCAA 10, and say the team you had were about to go to the NFL draft, you can port those players over to the NFL draft, and you can have a draft class from there. That right there was EA at its best, in my opinion, and it's a shame because of the whole situation that happened that they can't do that no more. But that goes to show you, those were the last of the games that really sat up there and did that. Now, y'all know I already did this game. I did Naruto Storm 3. Y'all already know that. If y'all haven't, y'all could take a look back at when y'all could take a look back at one of the streams where I sat up there and I ran through the whole game, and I did it almost in chronological order, where I sat up there and I ran through Storm 3, and then after that I went to Storm 4. Like, let's go ahead and play some Storm 4. I love having to play the Storm series. Here and there whenever I got time. I need to do Storm 2. You said I know one retro game I love to play again if it got remade was Transformers on PS2. You know what? Let me take a look at that. You know what? I never even knew they had a PS2 game. I knew they had a 360 game. I knew that. I didn't know any of that. I didn't know any of that. So I'm gonna take a look at that. This Transformer is based off of the Armada. Give me rare replay on the Switch. Facts, Choco. Give me the rare replay. I want that in my life. This actually looks crazy. What the fuck? Got hot shot. Okay, so and it got red alert. Damn, no Bumblebee at the time? Huh. That's how old this is. Bumblebee wasn't even on here. I wish I could get Transformers Devastation again. I feel like looking that up too. In fact, let me go ahead and look that up. Go ahead and use the Lightning Store for this. Oh, wow. Okay. I'll pause that because I want to take a look at the PS2 one real quick. Huh, this actually looks pretty damn crazy. Well, about the lack of Bumblebee, that was due to the legal hell the trademark for the name was going on at the time. Such as what? Can you explain? Can you explain? I see some low-key, I see some misunderstandings with that already. Huh, this game look pretty damn crazy. Not bad for an old PS2 game. I'll be honest, I might actually play this. I might actually play this. Now, y'all don't know this with me, but I'm no stranger to mech video games. There's one or two, there's like a couple mech games in particular that I would actually sit up there and play. But there were companies using Bumblebee at the time, whether a product or characters.
Every minicon you rescue allows you to access extra functions and use different weapons. Keep your optics open while you're out in the field. Earth. Activate warp.
Huh, this is not bad. Damn, and in first person? Not bad, but first person for me too. I gotta tell you, that's not bad. But, yeah, retro games like that, I don't mind having to sit down and legit just want to play. You know, for the fun of it. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Like I said, I am no stranger to mech games. Now, I want to know, how many of you guys have heard of a game like this that I'm about to look up right now? How many of you guys have heard of a game like this? Let's see if I can get it real quick. This one right here. How many of y'all heard of this? I remember my mom bought me this game. And I actually sat up there and I enjoyed the hell out of it. The thing that sucked though, there was a specific level I got stuck on. And I never played it again. And I wish I had. Because then now, because I'm smarter, I'm older, I know what the fuck. I know what the fuck to do.
Force. I was born just before the global war.
Yeah, Robotech on a Game Boy.
My parents died soon after the war began.
That's what I'm talking about.
So I had to learn how to survive
more that I can see
on my
y'all.
own.
But yeah, this game was great. You know, games like this, honestly, I don't mind having to add to the backlog again because it was fun. It was fun. I'm gonna skip through the story that way I can show you. This is what the gameplay was. Where you can sit up there, you can transform from a jet. You can transform to a jet to like a Gundam mech or some shit like that, and then you can transform into like a bipedal version or whatever the fuck it is. Like once you're on the ground, like it was pretty interesting. Let me see. Like right here, you can turn into like a little bipedal from here, or whatever the fuck this is. Whatever this is, you can turn into that, and you can just go nuts. So, yeah, you know, I loved having to play games like that. Now, Choco mentioned the rare replay. I'm gonna actually look it up again for my own sake. The rare replay. Damn, 30 games? I forgot how many games they fucking had on here.
Cobra Triangle, Snake Rattle and Roll, Solar Jetman, Digger T-Rock, Battletoads, RC Pro AM2, Battletoads Arcade, Killer Instinct Gold, Blast Core, Banjo-Kazooie, Jet Force Gemini,
Wait a minute. They had Killer Instinct on here? The fuck?
Dark. Banjo 2
Perfect Dark. Damn, yo, I remember Perfect Dark too, dude. It was just, yeah, it's just like GoldenEye.
Release Cameo, Perfect Dark Zero, Viva Pinata, Jetpack Refueled, Viva Pinata,
Viva
Trouble in
Pinata, oh my
Paradise,
god.
and Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Hopefully you got all that, because we're going to play all 30 games.
Transformers inspired Robotech. I'm not surprised. It does not surprise me that they did, because you transform into fucking three different forms to, you know, with combat. So I'm not surprised at all.
I've got 30 games to get through, so let's get started. We're going to start right back at the beginning with Jetpack, which launched...
They ain't talk about Snake, Rattle, and Roll? No, I'm not surprised. There's a lot of fucking games you could get to.
I'm definitely... Oh, hang on, I can go left. Yes, of course. Sorry, Pac-Man logic. Right, let's go, let's go. Let's use that to our advantage. I want to try and avoid being shot in the background by the kind of crazy sparkly Hadokens. Let's grab this.
The thing is, though, out of all this, man, I haven't even shown y'all my fucking collection when it goes to Steam, let alone Origin, let alone Uplay stuff. Jetpack, good times. Yeah, I remember a couple of them.
Yes, success. I missed the nuclear missile thing, whatever it is, but that doesn't matter. I have now successfully extracted in my spaceship, and that is Jetpack. Lunar Jetman also released in 1983. Now, this looks remarkably like a kind of side-scrolling version of Jetpack, so... Right, okay, what are we doing? Oh, crap, this is already a bit crazy. Fuel? Right, so there's an alien to the right, and there's a... What is this? Is this fuel? Do I need this? I do this. Can I use the crossbow?
I'm just skip ahead with some of them.
Nope. Okay, right, hang on. Yellow
Damn, these are honestly some games I've never even seen before.
Running out. I need more turkey. Come on, let's go. No, mushrooms do not help the turkey. Come on, give me some stuff for my turkey. Please.
I've honestly never seen this before.
I've come so far. Please don't do this. Yeah, take that. On guard.
I can tell you this, my eyes be hurting having to see all this shit.
Let's go left. On guard.
Jetpack was on DK64 if you got 15 banana medals and you had to get 5k points to get the railroad coin. Wow. Huh. The more you know. Well, yeah, there like there you guys go. I mean, again, I haven't even shown you guys my whole collection of games. I still have more games I haven't even found yet. Well, not found, but I still have. I just haven't been able to get to. Like, I'm gonna show y'all one more that one day I hope I can really sit down. Madoka Magica? Oh my fucking god. Don't even start. I'm gonna show y'all one more game that I need to get into that I always wanted to play. You got into that? The fuck? Like, how was it for you? That's of course this game. One day. Now, I streamed it a couple times, but I haven't been able to finish it. But one day, I will be able to really sit down and finish Metal Gear Solid 4. I need to really do this game. Like, I'm a fan of Metal Gear. I love Metal Gear to death. Y'all know this with me by now. I love Metal Gear to death. The fact I have not played Metal Gear Solid 4 entirely pisses me off. I need to do that. That's why for me, the minute I'm done with Devil May Cry 5 and when I'm done with Metal Gear Rising, which in case if you guys don't know, I believe it's on a sale right now for like $5 on Steam. If you haven't, get it for yourself and absolutely enjoy the amazing gameplay that is Metal Gear Rising. I know you said y'all want me to check out Transformers Devastations. Before I do that, I think Metal Gear Rising deserves a little bit of this real quick. Maybe the Starscream fight because this theme slaps. Like, I love this fucking game. Loud clicking. Sorry about that. Like, if you want to really feel like you want some crazy ninja, whatever this shit, play this game. Like, I will never not the worst boss in the game. Hey, look, I just see it from here, but I can show you a better one. This was my favorite fight, though.
One after another, not once did I.
This was my favorite fight. And you said the worst boss in the game. The crazy thing is, for you, Masa, that's the worst boss in the game, but that's still a damn good fight. That shows you how good of a game it is. Said, oh nah,
And
you
then
might just be. Oh my
I met
fucking
him.
god, I'm not with you. I'm not going to with you.
Who?
How?
And
Mr.
I
got
knew
cake?
what I had been missing. His ideas.
Well, sadly, you're gonna have to cut that cake out. Of course, in my opinion, this song right here is probably one of my favorite boss themes in gaming. Yeah, well, you'll be cutting that cake, literally.
I can handle a lot more than this.
Still, I know y'all have, but still, it's like it's just a good little refresher for you guys to really like, yo, this is some truly good ass gaming here that, you know, some of y'all may have not heard of, some of y'all may have, you know, have heard of but haven't seen in a while. I love this game so much that based off the two characters that I based like basically like two characters off of Ryan. Wait, are you talking about Jetstream Sam? If you're not talking about Jetstream Sam, you're probably talking about Armstrong, aren't you? I had Metal Gear Solid 5 for years. I don't think I'm gonna finish Metal Gear Solid 5 at all. It's too long of a game. This is the last Konami game I finish. I don't blame you. This is probably the last one I'll finish until I get the Metal Gear Solid 4. Sam's boss team is one of the best ones. I'm not arguing with you. Alright, you said Transformers Devastation. Let's check that out. Nah, you know that picture I put in the Battle Chat? Yes. What? Yes. What about it? Yes. What about it? I can't lie. This shit look a little crazy. He's based off of Raiden and Sam. Oh shit. Is he like, I don't know, a reincarnation? How the fuck did you finish Metal Gear Solid 5 in a week? That game is like fucking 10 hours long. He uses car? The fucking backflip? Are you serious? This has a hack and slash? Okay, this might be my kind of game then. Anybody that don't know, I'm quite a fan of hack and slashes. Don't get it twisted. Seeing as I'm playing Devil May Cry 5 right now, that is as hack and slash as it can get. Now I don't mind trying out other hack and slash games, but in fact, truth be told, you can thank games like Devil May Cry that will make me want to sit up there and try out these other ones. Why do y'all think that's why I love Honkai Impact so much? Because I love it for what it is. I don't know if they had a physical copy. Oh, okay. It's actually impossible to get this game now. God damn, is it? Why? This game was made by the Rising Avengers guy? God damn! And y'all didn't think the time. When did this game come out? I definitely will be checking this out. Why is this game hard to look for? I'll pause that. Xbox, if it was there, but you hear this theme? 1 minute. I had to pause that. I need to find a way to see if you can really get this game. This can't be possible. Why is it so hard to look for? They took it off Steam and Play Store. Why? What the fuck? Why? What, like, yo, what is the reasoning behind this? This is almost like the same shit that they did. Oh, never mind. The game was removed from sale via digital storefronts in December 2017 alongside other Transformer games published by Activision due to the expiration of their licensing deal with Hasbro. That's a damn shame. That's a shame. Wow. So it was because of licensing reasons. That's why they took it off. That's why the game is so hard to look for. So, damn, got his ass kicked. Choco, the game we're looking at here, it's very difficult to find because of the fact that there was licensing reasons. You said the game was removed from sale via digital storefronts in 2017 because of, expirations of their license deal with Hansborough. So, because of that, they'd be like, all right, let's go ahead and take this shit off. I can't lie, this theme is fucking crazy. Ooh! Oh my! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Motherfuckers out here doing a time fracture? What is this, Honkai Transformers? We got a Honkai Transformers, bruh. Motherfucker did a time fracture dodge. Another one. This team is fire as hell, though. Goddamn. This game got Bayonetta mechanics. Honkai Bayonetta Transformers. Oh shit.
My destiny awaits below. As for you, I just engaged the security system. Good luck getting in, Prime.
Wow. So that's insanity to me. Damn. 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 That's crazy. Huh. So this might be another one of those games that are sadly going to be lost in time because of the fact that you've had licensing issues. My only nitpick with the game was Megatron changed into a tank instead of his original Walter P38 pistol alt mode. Oh wow. Didn't think he had something like that. But yeah, very good game here, guys. Thank y'all so much for having to show me this. I'm actually quite interested, to check it out, to give it a shot. But yeah, I guess that goes for our little topic here. You know what I mean? Having to talk about gaming backlogs, and honestly, now today, I hope we have seen from one another today that we could try out some games that worth having to sit down and give a try with again. Also, there's one more game I should have mentioned, but it was a game that me and Choco tried out recently, and we haven't really touched it again since. Probably because of the fact that we're also playing more games with one another now. I know when Choco comes in, she's gonna be like, "Wait, what?" But she's gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. That's War of the Monsters. Has anybody played War of the Monsters before? I hope y'all have. I'm going to show. This is the last game I will show for now. In fact, you know what? You know what I should do? Every time I get on here, or better yet, when I finish doing a stream, and before we send off a host, I should have a game of the week for what game, you guys can potentially try out whenever you guys have the time to. I'm going to show y'all War of the Monsters real quick. There's no real games that I have my eyes on. I'm very sorry about that. But at the very least, we can try, so that what specific, so maybe it could be that specific game that can show your interest. If we can't, we can't. But, that's why, we love having to showcase games like these. Especially these old ass games. Especially such as this one. This is War of the Monsters. This was the game that, I remember having to play in a jam-packed demo one day, and I had a lot of fun having to play it. This is War of the Monsters, where you got your own little... You basically got Godzilla versus Kong that you can control in this game. That's what this is. Raptros supremacy? Really? This was War of the Monsters, bro. I had a lot of fun having to play this. You know, nice little retro game of the week for me. Yeah, I still have that save file for when Choco wanted, said you wanted all the characters. We got all the characters because we activated specific cheat because I don't feel like having to go through the story. Godzilla's the go-to, of course. Save the Earth. I need to look that up, too. But I'll look that up next time. Because we've done a lot of games to look up for today. Damn. Yeah, this is me right now. Not knowing how to fucking climb, and I'd be like, you know what, fuck it, let me just do this. Let me just get up on top of the other building. But yeah, that's War of the Monsters. You know, I'm not gonna show y'all the whole gameplay because I want y'all to see it and play it for yourself, if at all possible. But there you go. There you go. That's all I will talk about here for Gaming Backlog. Also, one other thing, if you guys have an Xbox Series X, Series S, or whatever, and if you're a fan of Sonic Unleashed, you would know that Sonic Unleashed can now be played at 60 FPS. I know that was put out like weeks ago, but still, I'd rather put this out here now. So, there you go. You just want to get Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Lost Judgment? Hey, go ahead. Get those games. Have some fun, bro. Especially Miles Morales. I absolutely enjoyed Miles Morales. I hope one day, whenever I have time, I'll go ahead and stream you guys the whole Spider-Man story from start to finish, with the first one to the new one, to the recent one, which is this one. But that's it. That's all in my mind. It's really with Gaming Backlogs. We showcased a lot of games here, and we also talked about our feelings when it goes to Gaming Backlogs. And honestly, I still feel that way even now. All these games I'm showing you now, I'm probably not going to be able to get to all of them because there's still just so many good ass games I want to sit there and play, but I can't really do that. Shane, the Wii version is Wiimote, nunchuck. Yeah, shame for that. I need a bit more money for it first. Hey, I hear that. Some of them you might not need money. Some of them you could just do through emulation, of course. If you have the proper PC or oh god. Or if you have an Xbox Series S and X, you could just use that too for emulation. Next, of course, last but not least, we need to talk about the NFL. This is why, as of late, when it goes to these talk shows, I saved the football portion of it for last because I understand for everyone, not everybody's all about that football life. So I'm like, all right, we're going to go ahead and get this other stuff out the way, and then we'll talk about football last. So right now, last but not least, we're going to talk about some football. So we're going to start with the first two. Bears versus Lions. Bears beat the Lions 16-14. I got to tell you, if I'm just trying to figure out when the hell are the Fords going to sell the team? When are the Fords going to sell the Detroit Lions? Because I got to tell you, they're on the road for another winless season, and this one, you can go 0-16 this time. They can go 0-16 again just with a tie to their name. Because remember, there's 18 weeks in the season. It's not 17 like there used to be. There's 18 weeks in the season. So that one extra game means, yeah, you can go ahead and fuck around, go 0-16. Now, you won't go 0-17, but you will go 0-16. I got to tell you, this isn't much to be said here. I mean, the Lions, I don't know what to say about them, bro. They're either in tight games like this one, or they're getting blown out completely. But for the Chicago Bears, for them to win, I know Chicago Bears fans, this may be a W for the team, but this is an L when it goes to the fans because they want to see their coach fired, and I don't blame them. Now, Eddie Dalton going 24 of 39, 317, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That's all very good, yet very mid at the same time. Why? Because he passed the ball 39 times. He was only able to complete so few of them. Darryl Mooney, 5 receptions, 123 yards. Not a bad game from him. David Montgomery, not a pretty bad game from 2.7 yards per carry. That's pretty damn terrible. Cole Kmet had 8 receptions for 65 yards, and this and that. That's whatever, really. And of course, we see it from the Lions. Jared Goff, 21 of 25, 171 yards, 2 touchdowns. I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is gonna be crazy to say. The USFL starts up in spring, right? Don't be surprised if you see Jared Goff's name in the USFL, because there's not gonna be many quarterbacks that not gonna be many teams that are gonna really want his services. Do not be surprised. Either that or he takes a backup role. Either way, he has not been turning out well as a good quarterback. Aside from that, pretty damn mid-game to say the least, coming from the Lions. The Raiders beat the Cowboys 36-33. Derek Carr, 23-39, 373 yards, 1 touchdown. He had a pretty okay game. Again, just these people about to pass for 40 attempts. Passed the ball 40 times. You can only complete so many passes. Josh Jacobs had 22 carries for 87 yards, 4 yards per carry, and a touchdown. Deshaun Jackson had 3 receptions, 102 yards, and a touchdown. Nice. For anybody that don't know, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Deshaun Jackson is the greatest deep threat that ever came in the National Football League. I don't care what people say. I know people are going to say Randy Moss, but Deshaun Jackson has statistically passed Randy Moss. So I think we should put a little bit more respect on his name. Hunter Renfrow had 8 receptions, 134 yards. Other than that, the rest of it really came off. Okay, another touchdown that came from Marcus Mariota. That was rushing. 2 rushing touchdowns coming from the Raiders. From the Cowboys, Dak Prescott had 2 touchdowns. He went 32 of 47 for 375 yards. Zeke Elliott had a touchdown that was up the gut in the goal line. Michael Gallup had 5 receptions, 106 yards. Cedric Wilson, 7 receptions, 104 yards. I gotta tell you, Dallas did pretty well without Amari Cooper and they did pretty well without Amari Cooper and without CeeDee Lamb. They almost won this game. But as usual, Cowboys, they came up short, and honestly, they're not the only team that's going to come up short that I'm going to get to today. But Cowboys, for now, they kind of got some concerns. They better get out the way fast, especially since the second half of their schedule is nothing but NFC East opponents. Bills defeat the Saints 31-6. The phony himself, Josh Allen, had a solid game. 23 of 28, 260 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Devin Singletary, pretty okay. Well, never mind, not pretty okay. He had 2.9 yards per average. He was getting stuffed in the backfield. Josh Allen, he did well with what he was supposed to, having to run the ball. Stephon Diggs, 7 receptions, 74 yards. He scored that touchdown. Scored 1 touchdown. Is it me, or has Stephon Diggs been kind of bit of a disappointment ever since he got over to Buffalo? He should have stayed in Minnesota. Cole Beasley, 5 receptions, 46 yards. And Dawson Knox, 3 receptions, 32 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Matt Breida also received a touchdown. Nice. Let's take a look at the Saints. Trevor Siemian did not do good at all. He had 163 yards out of 29 attempts. Let's see. Yeah, nobody in the Saints did good that's worth standing out. I'm gonna be honest with you. So let's move on. Bengals defeat the Steelers 41-10. Nobody is afraid of Steelers anymore. That's not a good look. The Dolphins beat the Panthers 33-10. Let me go ahead and take a look, of course, as usual, our NFL draft order real quick, which is going to be such an insane draft order. Y'all going to laugh when y'all see this draft order real quick. Y'all going to laugh. All right. So let's take a look at this draft order, right? We got Detroit at number 1. We got Houston at number 2. We got Jacksonville at number 3. Now look at the next 3. No, sorry. Look at the next couple picks here. Jets picked twice in a row. Jets picked twice in a row. Giants picked twice in a row. Eagles picked twice. What the fuck is going on? If this stood still, I would have never seen a team. I would never see 3 teams, let alone 1 team pick like this. What is this? Back to back for both sides? What the hell is this? Jets get 4 and 5. Giants get 6 and 7. Eagles get 8 and 9. Not even talking about their other pick right here, but just through Indianapolis. That's their 14th pick right there. That is some wild shit to me. I don't think I've ever seen some crazy shit like this. Now, do I think this is going to stay? I don't think so. This is going to eventually move as the season goes along. I could see that coming right here. The Jets might be the only team that I can't see this moving with. And that's it. Unless it depends on the Seahawks, but the Jets are the only team I don't see this really moving much. The Giants the same way, and Philly might be the same way if the Miami Dolphins continue the course that they're going. They're actually winning games, and I'm not too happy about it. Other than that, that's really just about it. The Eagles and the Giants. I'm very disappointed in the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, Jalen Hurts. I talked about this earlier. I talked about this when the game was over. I will go ahead and be specific with this. Jalen Hurts threw 3 interceptions, went 14 of 31 with 129 yards passing. Had this been any other quarterback, such as Daniel Jones, we'd be calling him a bust right then and there, which we already are. But speaking of Daniel Jones pretty much had a field day against us, even though he went 19 of 30 for 202 yards. Had this been any other quarterback, we'd be grinding him the fuck up. But because of what happened in the game, Jalen Hurts apparently is not getting as much criticism as he should for this game, because there's no excuse. The Giants are a terrible football team. For the Eagles to fuck around and lose the opportunity that they lost heading into this game, it is absolutely insane to me. Now, I want you to understand the circumstances that would have happened coming into this game. Had the Eagles won, they move up in the wild card. Not only that, they put more pressure on the... I don't know why I'm doing that. They put more pressure on the Cowboys to win out, because the Cowboys have not been the best team as of late. For the Eagles to lose like they did, it shows me what they're really about right now. It shows me they're really just an up-and-down team. I mean, I understand they're rebuilding, but still, you have an opportunity to put a lot of pressure on a team, and this is what you come in doing. You shit the bed like this. I don't know, bro. Not a good look for me. When it goes to rushing, of course, the team did well rushing. Jalen Hurts has 77 yards, 9.6 yards per average rushing. Boston Scott had a good game rushing, but the problem is he fumbled the ball. Miles Sanders had a pretty okay game rushing, but the thing is he got hurt. Y'all want to know what this stems from to me with this game? This told me when Jordan Howard was injured and when we found out that he was not going to be coming into this game, that it shifted the Eagles' entire playbook, because it showed you how much Jordan Howard really means to this offense. But you want to know that's even more crazy about that? We didn't find this out until around the Raiders game of how good he could really be. Talking about Jordan Howard, when really they had him on the practice squad earlier in the season. It makes you wonder what would happen if we had started Jordan Howard then and there. We would have won a lot. We would have probably won a lot more games than we lost. And that's what kind of hurts me with this team. Kenneth Gainwell had 3 receptions. No Eagles wide receiver did good today. No wide receiver, as you can tell, got 5 catches. The highest they got was 3, and that came from a running back. That's not a good look. Not a good look. I understand everybody's going after Jalen Reagor because of his drop right now, but look at the stat line for everybody on the team. 3 catches was the highest total? 3? And the highest amount of yards, which is by the same player who is a running back, is 32 yards. Again, I understand Jalen Reagor's he's gonna get his issues. Honestly, I'm on him too. So for people that don't know in particular with what I'm talking about, Jalen Reagor's dropped 2 critical touchdown passes that were in his hands that he should have caught. We wouldn't be talking about it as much had he caught those passes. But this stat line here is telling to me, even had he caught those passes, like, what the fuck is this shit? The Eagles' game plan coming into this game clearly did not work at all. Nick Sirianni was doing good up until this game. Jalen Hurts was doing well up until this game. Eagles receivers was doing well up until this game. Now I hope for them they can get their heads out of their ass real fucking quick. The defense did what they could. I'm not mad at the defense. I'm not even going to get at Jonathan Gannon today. Because honestly, he doesn't deserve it. He held the Giants to 13 points. What more could you have asked for him to do? 13 points. Your offense should be able to score more than 13 points. And by the way, people, I'm still on Jalen Hurts for this because had he not thrown that interception at the goal line, his second interception, had he not thrown that at the goal line and had he thrown it away like a smart player would have done, in fact, should have done, then, you know, the team isn't going to show as much urgency to score a touchdown. It would be 10-13 going into a little later on and be like, all right, we're not going to get a touchdown. Let's go and kick the field goal. Let's go into overtime, 13-13. Let's have our defense put in work, move up a little bit on the Giants. Hopefully, we'll get a game-winning field goal by Jake Elliott, and the rest is history. We're 6-6. This is not hard. It's not hard. Something that could easily be done. All right. Patriots beat the Titans 36-13. I'm going to tell y'all this, everybody in the AFC. Y'all better get y'all shit together because it'd be crazy to find out that Mac Jones was all that the Patriots needed for them to get home field advantage throughout the playoffs because they're creeping in on number one in the conference for the AFC. So, yeah, y'all better get that shit together. Let's take a look at their schedule throughout the rest of the game. They have throughout the rest of the season. They have the Bills, who are very suspect. I don't know what the fuck the Bills are. They get them twice. They get them the 6th, and then they get them on the 26th, which is practically after Christmas. They get the Colts, which is probably going to be their toughest game yet. And they get the Jaguars, who are going to be an easy win, and potentially the Dolphins, who could be an easy win as well. If the AFC is not careful, the Patriots could fuck around and get home field advantage. So, yeah, y'all better win out. Because the Patriots are creeping in. They're at 8-4. Letting y'all know now. Nah, good luck if y'all let the Patriots fuck around and get home field. Speaking of that, the Buccaneers beat the Colts 38-31. This was actually an entertaining game. A very, very entertaining game, to say the least. Me and Choco was enjoying this game. After the Steelers and Bengals it was pretty much, you know, necrophilia all over the place. The Buccaneers and Colts was a very, very entertaining game. Leonard Fournette scored 3 touchdowns this game and had 100 yards rushing. Pretty damn solid work. When it goes to the Colts, Carson Wentz had 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He didn't do good with that last interception, but he went 27-44. He went toe-to-toe with the GOAT, Tom Brady, so not bad. Went 25-34, 226 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Rushing-wise, the Tampa Bay Bucks scored 4 touchdowns each. Not bad. Receiving, not much receiving. Rob Gronkowski did what he was supposed to do. You know, he had 7 receptions, 123 yards. Again, not bad work coming from the Bucks, who are also 8-3. They're looking to potentially get number 1 on their end, but they got to go through a couple teams to get there. Other than that, really not much else stood out aside from the Rams and the Packers. Let me go ahead and hit y'all with this real quick. The Rams picked up Von Miller and Odell Beckham Jr., and they're still losing games. They're 7-4. They're 7-4. Let's take a look at the rest of their schedule. They're 7-4, and they picked up 2 marquee talents. Now, they're going to beat the Jaguars coming up. That should be easy for them. They're going to beat the Jags. But they have the Cards coming up, who are a tough-ass team this year. They have the Seahawks coming up, which is actually looking like a pretty easy game for them. So they have 2 easy games in the Jags and the Seahawks. They should be able to handle them. But the Vikings, they're a team that's actually better than their record indicate. They have the Ravens, who, honestly, with both teams, they're very inconsistent. So I don't know who's going to win out of these two. And, of course, they have the 49ers, who are, they're not a bad team. But same as the Seahawks, or same as in this case the Rams themselves, the 3 teams coming up for them, they're very inconsistent. Very inconsistent. So we'll find out and see what's going on with them. But if the Rams don't fucking win their games, I'm going to tell you this right now. Y'all think y'all seen comedy on Twitter? Let us find out that the Rams don't reach the playoffs, let alone don't get to the Super Bowl after picking up the amount of talent that they picked up. You're going to see memes all over the place. And in my case, I'm going to see memes all over the place when it goes to the timeline. And honestly, I'm going to be there for it. I'm going to be all there for it. Oh my God. Yeah, other than that, guys, that's really my thoughts on the NFL this week. There wasn't really much going down this week that was really all that important to talk about. I know there isn't much to talk about aside from that, but just thought we'd do a little recap here and there to refresh ourselves. Okay, this is what happened in the world of the National Football League. Not much aside from the Jets beating the Texans. I don't think anybody really cares about that. Broncos beating the Chargers. Nobody really cares too much about that unless you're a fan of said team. Ravens and Browns, I'm going to tell you this right now. The Ravens and Browns, where are they at in standings? The Ravens are probably going to get knocked out of the playoffs. I'm going to let y'all know right now. They're the most suspect 8-3 team I've ever seen in my life. They're going to get knocked out the playoffs. I guarantee, you heard it here first. The Ravens will get knocked out of the wild card round because they're too inconsistent. Way too inconsistent. Even though they win their games, they're too inconsistent because look at how close they've been to winning these games. In fact, coming that close to an upset. So, yeah, that's essentially it. That's all I got for today. Thank you guys so much for having to come in with another episode of our talk show, The Lightning Round. First off, I didn't specify with how thankful I was last week when it goes to Thanksgiving. I want to thank y'all for this real quick. Okay? I want to thank y'all 21, 22 episodes in of this talk show. Because starting out at first, I wasn't sure if I was really going to sit up here and do a talk show like this where I would sit down and talk about anything that came to my mind and if you guys would be willing to really sit down and listen to it. Because really, I feel like with some of the stuff I talk about, that it goes from one ear and then out the other. Which would, of course, lead me to be very recluse with myself, which would have me not talk about a lot of things to any of you guys. But I thank you guys for having to sit down and really be here to listen to any of the stuff that I put out, whether it's with football content, whether it's with video game content, whether it's with stuff that goes on, with the news that, that catches my attention, that's worth having to sit down and, talk about. So all of us can be aware, all of us can enjoy, all of us can, be serious with. So, if anything for that, this right here, with what you guys have put me on, I'm thankful for. I know it's after Thanksgiving, but I still need to say this anyway. I'm thankful for this because I didn't think I have a talk show like this where I get to sit down and talk about anything that comes to my mind, whether it goes to anime, sports, news, whatever the fuck comes to my mind, I will talk about it. And I'm happy to talk about it. Whether it's with something you guys are not too thrilled with, whether it's with something you guys are thrilled with, you still let me be me. And I'm grateful and I'm happy for that, and I thank y'all so much. One more thing before I actually do take off. It's this right here. Now, it's been a while, right? Now, I know I played Honkai, I believe it was, last week or 2 weeks ago? Honkai Impact 3rd will have a new patch, which is the version 5.3 patch. That will be coming out, I believe, next week. Now, don't be surprised if I'll be hopping back on Honkai. And the reason for that is because the Herrscher Flame Shion, she will be coming back. Now, she won't be coming back on the exact day the patch releases. I don't think she will. But the minute I get news that she comes back, I will have a specific command ready for the Heraldry of Flame Xion, because I'm going to try to pull for the Heraldry of Flame Xion to get her, because I really, really want her as a Valkyrie. And I'm going to say that right here and now. The Heraldry of Flame Xion, until further notice, will be the last character that I will be trying to pull in this game. Everything else, when it goes to the characters I have, such as the Heraldry of Thunder, the Heraldry of Flame Xion, the Heraldry of Sentience, Fallen Rosemary, I will be pulling to get their equipment. So if anything else, you will be seeing me try to get their stigmatas, which is their gear sets, and their weapons. Other than that, I will not be trying to get anything else when it goes to Honkai characters. The gacha struggle is real. Yo, tell me about it, because I was barely able to get the Heraldry of Flame. Barely able to get the Heraldry of Thunder and the Heraldry of Sentience. So trust me, I know a good bit about the struggle as it is. I understand that far too well. But other than that, like I said, guys, thank you all so much for having to tune in for today. Definitely tune in for when I will be coming back with Honkai Impact 3rd when it goes to these characters. Now, for the schedule throughout the rest of this week, we have Devil May Cry 5 at 4:30 tomorrow. I am off tomorrow, so I might be able to play 2 games such as Devil May Cry 5 and whatever else that comes to my mind. And, of course, Friday, 4:30 p.m., we're going to have Yakuza. Thursday, 4:30, I think we will have a movie night. I'm going to put this up here, right here. There we go. We will have a movie night on Thursday where we can go ahead and, relax with that. A good movie that'll come to mind. Saturday, I'm pretty much open on Saturday. I don't want to do anything on Saturday. And, of course, Sunday at 1 p.m. is football day, as usual. NFL Week 13. We got that in mind. Till then, guys, as always, thank y'all so much. Before we leave here, let's go ahead and take a look at who we can find to host. Why don't we? Let's go ahead and raid somebody. Let's go ahead and show some love to, the people, to some good people. So, if there is anybody that we can raid. If not, then it is what it is. Let's see. Sassy. Oh, shit. My. Well, look who's streaming here. I'm gonna actually go and I know that Marasa is streaming, but we've raided Marasa a couple of times. I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna raid Sassy here. So, till then, guys, I want you all to show some love to Sassy. She's pretty damn amazing of a streamer. She does VTuber content. She does some VTuber stuff, and on top of that, she plays some games that I've honestly never heard from before. So. Who knows? You guys might like her. She's playing Riders of Icarus, which is like a little JRPG kind of thing. So, yeah. Till then, guys, I hope I can see you then. Every second, every minute, and every hour you guys spend with me is every second, every minute, and every hour I'm blessed and thankful for. You guys have yourselves a good rest of the night. Thank you, Omega, for coming. Thank you, Choco, for coming. Thank you, Masa, for coming. Till then, you guys have yourselves a good night. Don't be a dickhead to your fellow people. Peace.